And we back.
What is up, children of the corn? It's your boys, Kevout and Joel. We got some business to get down to, boys and girls.
Honestly. All right, so if you guys are just tuning in, we actually saw a pretty surprising match, honestly, in my opinion. We saw Mexico and Spain, but the result, Mexico kind of handed it to Spain.
Big plays by Mexi. Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, again, congratulations to Spain for getting a record finish for them. But especially shout out Mexico for getting on the podium when absolutely no one expected it. Honestly,
we are now in podium territory. It is medal season. We've got our final 3 teams left: Japan, France, and Mexico. Cinderella squad, low-key. That'd be really interesting.
Honestly.
The final 2 opponents that Mexico would theoretically have to face, they have already met before. Mexico and France met in the Group A stages, and Mexico and Japan met in winners round 1. And being completely honest, Mexico got tattooed on the forehead both times, but they have a chance to possibly redeem themselves once or twice. So, I mean, like, a lot of big implications with these last 3 teams here.
Yeah, definitely.
Redeeming for everyone.
So, yeah, I think we have the same exact lineup for Mexico. That would make sense. But we do have one change for France. Instead of Demon playing, we actually have Nitroco coming in.
Interesting.
So he's obviously a strong player.
Do we know why?
That doesn't. I don't know. I'm no.
Is Demon just taking like a friggin' power nap or something? or is like gameplay hours getting too high or something? I don't know. But so we have. So the exact same lineup for Mexico, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have.
Yeah, I don't recognize any changes.
Classic France: Dax, Dam, Dragon, Nitro, Power, and Pyrax. We have talked, I mean, at least you and me, when we've been casting, we've talked a bunch about France. Let's talk about Mexico, because, I mean, you were at least watching both matches and casting one of them, of the 2 that Mexico just played. What are you noticing with, like, this lineup? Because I personally know the bottom 2 players, Kokote and YFM, but, like, I haven't seen these players, like, in action.
They, as a team, are just absolutely putting in work in the pack. Like, they're actually doing such a good job of just hitting people consistently. Yeah. And then after they take those out, they just, like, go for the next wave. And that's what I picked up on. And that's obviously how I think at least they're getting their big races, ultimately leading to this losers finals chance at grand finals. That would be insane if we see Mexico go through.
And, like, honestly, a team without, like, many massive names, like, not names being thrown around the community much, but they are just playing like a freaking unit, like a tank.
Yeah, and Mexico, arguably their 2 best players are Chibi and Ghost, who
I remember them. Yeah.
We haven't seen much of. Ghost has been around, but obviously he's not playing today. I don't think Chibi was even on the roster this year.
Oh, damn. Yeah. So, I mean, arguably 2 of the strongest players in Mexico who've been, carrying, at least to an extent, Mexico in the past 3 World Cups are MIA. And so we have a new roster here. But, I mean, the best Mexico's ever done in their World Cup history, I'm not complaining about this roster then. Like, geez.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's not even at full strength either.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I guess we're talking a bit too long. Okay, well, we're jumping in. TM, right. Don't know whose pick this was.
Probably France.
But, yeah.
Here we are, TM. I didn't see the spots in the, what's it called?
No. Cinda, did you know who's hosting? No? Okay. I would probably assume
France, but...
France. Okay, so this is probably a Mexico track pick.
And... while we like digest who's who, there's a couple Roys in the room as per usual. I'm gonna guess that a majority of the Waluigis are gonna be France.
Mexico actually
Japan.
Mexico actually uses a pretty wide variety of characters, thank God.
We love representation in this freaking house, dude.
Yeah, and I think what we see now is Korra going back a lot. I know that he was going back quite a bit last war, but the thing about him is that he doesn't hard like dedicate himself, like ruin his own races for shocks. Like he'll drop back and
like
then kind of catch back up. Yeah, so he puts himself in a position to actually get a relevant spot, but he also keeps himself in a position to pull shock in any given moment, really.
Definitely, and we see that now. He's kind of staying towards the back here. As per usual in these previous matches, the pack is really close, and so I mean, lap 3 is going to be big for whoever's in the top spots. And I will make the hard read assumption that since we see a me and two Roys in top spots, that might be a top 3 for Mexico.
I actually think Mexico's like top 3 or 4.
Yeah,
right now.
But it's so close, and every race we've seen on TM so far today has gone to hell like the last.
I mean, you see bottom 3 for France.
Bottom 3 for France. That might be big. A huge statement coming in from Mexico here is, 3-4 French members in the bottom spots. Yeah.
Damon got wow.
Oh boy. Top 3, 5, 7, and the tank continues to roll. Mexico off to a hot start already.
Mexico's really showing they're not messing around. They're here to win.
Dude,
they're here to win right now.
I love what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that was plus 24 race 1. I mean, that's actually a perfect start. Perfect start for Mexico.
And I mean, on what we presume is France's pick, that is a good way to set the tone. And if they can get DK Jungle here, tack it on, try to run it.
That would.
And I don't know much about Mexico and their who runs for their team and how good they are at running. You know, we know France has a couple significant time trialers on their team, but I would just assume that everyone on the team is.
I think it's more of it's like a balance type thing. It's like if someone dies, it's just okay, well, you're gonna try to get shock instead of just because I think a lot of teams kind of mess with themselves by just before the race starts, all right, Joe, you're going for shock no matter where you are, you're stopping. But it's no, you need to wait kind of to see who gets filtered on into the back first to really determine who should be just dropping for shock. And honestly, it's just the furthest person back at the best time possible. That's who should go for shock, honestly, instead of just delegating one person to it.
But France is going to come out and they're going to get their dry desert pick. One race into the war, which is kind of quick on the trigger. But I mean, if you want to, win, the one thing I guess they've learned
in the mouth race 1, so they need to sort it out quick.
I definitely think they know what they've learned from the Japan match and the winners finals.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that, I mean, they have slip ups, and I mean, I guess you could categorize that last race as a slip up, even though it was a really early one. They're just trying to reset this.
Yeah, I mean, you could also just say that's just Mexico keeping their momentum from their prior match against.
Yeah,
Spain.
That too. It is incredible.
See lap 2 shock come in.
Early lap 2 shock. We saw that. We saw that last time we watched this track. At least you and I.
It's not really surprising though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of teams. I know that Bounty touched on it. The last match, but a lot of teams just like to hold the shock on bagging tracks like this, and it ends up just screwing them over pretty much because they hold it for so long. Because shock on big tracks like this, because everyone's bagging, it's just so common to get it a second time.
Yeah.
So it's
and
there will be another shock
smacked right there. So the pack is really close. It's going to come down to who has the right items. Dragon getting redded at the first, but the triple shrooms might keep him rolling. And Power,
Jules sends Power way down.
Yeah. This is going to be tight, and I don't think it's looking good for Power, but a lot of Mexican members.
There's a lot of Mexicans back here, yeah. YFM's in last.
I don't think a shock will be in play for this last set. It's going to come down to mushrooms and whatnot. A chain for Power trying to inch up here, but everyone's taking the cut. Everyone is taking the cut.
I think Pyrex got bodied, actually. I don't know if that Roy got first or not. I don't think so.
That is a mixed bag, kind of. I mean, top 2-4 for France, or 1-3-4 for France, but Mexico still trying to keep up.
Yeah, that was a lot of even spots. That was not that big of a win for France, but a win regardless.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess that
was a
track
+8 for France.
Yeah, I guess that track accomplished something for France, but I mean, like, you can't really depend on that track, which sucks.
No.
Yeah, Mexico losing that race by 8, so it is a 24-point, or not 24, 16-point lead for the boys in red, white, and green.
Or black in this instance.
Why, of course. Who's wearing the crown right now, dude? Who's carrying the logo? I don't recognize the me, but
Biz? Maybe? I have no clue. I don't recognize the me. I just
Dr.
know
Biz Naz PhD right there.
I just know Kokote because he's got that weird hair color and horns.
Yeah.
So.
And France trying to make a statement of their own with Mount Wario.
No, it's Canoso. 27. All right.
Okay, bet.
Going in.
This should be interesting. The bag's a little bit mixed here, so I mean, Mount Wario probably going to be decided after Section 1, but we'll see.
Yeah, we've got to see how Mexico deals with France's top spots.
Yeah. And I mean, it looks like, I mean, logically, France is the heavier team. They've got the Wiggler squad. Mexico's on like bikes and shit, but I mean,
yeah, look, I think Canoso actually cheated a shroom first set because it looks like he kind of took over first place from Dax already.
That's funny. Already has a shroom, but
unless it's lag,
it's a little bit laggy. He's right next to.
He probably got bumped really hard, honestly.
Power barely making it through that shortcut. That was close. Nice play by him, but
yeah, but it does look like a lot of France are backing up Power and Dax right now.
Yeah, Dax and Power looking to run with this, and yeah, that's a 1-3-4-5 currently for France. And going into Section 2 here, the bulk of Section 2, it'll be important for France to sustain what they have right now. And a sound horn coming through, Dax, big by Dax.
Yeah, Dax drops intentionally, I would assume, to get rid of Canoso. Yeah. That's a really good play.
That was really
on his
nice.
end. But I mean, the France spots actually got taken out behind them. You see Canoso and YFM still hanging around.
It'll be interesting to see how Power tries to approach this as he is able to get a red off of YFM. Oh, did he get? No, he didn't get it off. It hit a tree.
YFM.
Oh, okay, never mind.
YFM
got redded 16 minutes after he actually got hit by it, but these bananas are going to be important for Power to.
Yeah, Power has a really good line of defense right now. He's got to be careful.
Greens, though, the greens by YFM is a one-on-one right here. Both players coming out safely, but
I think the biggest thing for Power right now is just to make sure that Mexico can't infiltrate their top two and make sure that Dax gets first right now.
There comes a red. Power's got to play some good defense. He has one banana.
Threw it a little bit too early.
Yeah, no, but the shroom's coming in. He's going to try to stop YFM from getting through here, but looks like he will sneak into second.
YFM gets second. He's really lucky he did not drive into that banana when he was looking backwards.
Power went sliding on that last straightaway. He was going for it, and that's a pretty good race for France. That's probably
that's like a slight win.
Yeah, and I mean that unfortunate.
+10 exactly.
Unfortunate 9, 11, 12 for Mexico because otherwise that would have been a really nice switch around for the race, but still really good by at least, I mean, to the extent that he could. Power and Dax keeping 1-3. But what is the move now? Because I mean, it's kind of a stalemate right now. To be honest,
I don't know. Mexico's gonna want to win this next race because you can kind of feel France is getting some wind beneath their sails at this point because that's two, even though they're not major wins, that's 2 wins in a row after Mexico just started off the war with a +24.
Certainly.
So
I mean, it was
if you're
pretty
Mexico,
important that Mexico got that start.
Yeah, if you're Mexico, you just want to like kill the momentum like as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Even if you can before it fully gets started.
But Mexico,
you kind of see 2 players for each team kind of backpacking in terms of points. Dax on 39. And
if Mexico's able to, like, I mean, with, keeping it close, like, kind of control the pace of the game, the pace of the match. I'm talking basketball now, but, like, I mean, just prevent anything crazy from happening. Like, even though, they lost the last 2 races by just a little bit, they have a 6-point lead, and they are preventing, anything crazy happening from France, and it's like it's a stalemate right now. now.
That's also kind of what I touched on before the match. Is like they're doing an extremely good job of controlling the pack.
Yeah,
Because sure, France will have their normal top spots or whatever, but they're not able to actually break through Mexico really.
Yeah, you just saw their power cleaning up shop on some Mexicans, but he's trying to do his job in the pack as well.
This looks
France
like
looking to be top 2, top 3.
Yeah, I think they're top 3-5 for France right now.
Unless there is a Waluigi from Mexico up there.
I know there is one. There's one Waluigi from Mexico, but it's Cora, so he normally hangs around and towards the back. I guess.
Power
you see him
putting
in fifth
work
too,
right
so
now.
That looks like a top 4 for France right now.
Juking onto the pink path, trying to avoid everyone else, but this is big for France. I mean, Power is doing really well with just like keeping control of these top spots. Wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're going into lap 3 here. I mean, if Mexico's going to do anything, they're probably going to need a shock or another blue shell. But at this point, I see someone dodging.
It's probably more so shock than anything.
Yeah,
blue's only going to do so much. That's top 4 for France at the moment.
Pack is still pretty close. Everyone is rounding the first turn at this point. Dax, Dam, and Power top 3. But
yeah, I'm not really sure what Jules can really do here.
Yeah. I mean, I'd expect just going the green path and trying to get something lucky, but this is really big for France.
Yeah, Power's just going to see this out.
Yeah. But I think, so it's looking like a top 3. Mexico seems to be in all the middle bottom spots, so I mean, okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Hopefully Dam doesn't get last. I don't, hold up. No, he's fine. Okay. Yeah. But a really good race for France. I didn't catch the actual positions because I was watching Power, but a top 3, 5, 7 last for France, and that should give them a decent advantage now. But wow, that was big, honestly.
Okay, I think I'm okay.
Did you just get infiltrated or something?
Yeah, I got infiltrated.
Damn. All right. Well, we are okay. Everyone is safe. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was just like Power being a dickhead or like if the strat was just a backspam on the line, try to get someone from Mexico, but he did not give an ass, dude.
I don't really know. But anyway, yeah, France kind of they just came back.
Maybe he hit Dax. I don't know.
Yeah, he did end up hitting Dax. But Dax only dropped to 3rd, and the only place he lost was to his teammates, so it doesn't really matter.
So a 16-point lead for France now swung the momentum. We're a third of the way through the match, and we have Cheeseland from Mexico. I'm interested seeing how who breaks through. I mean, I'll say that France honestly kind of started breaking through the stalemate there. It was pretty close for the first 3 races, but France trying to make a statement here. And we have Dax and Power in 1-3 right here, trying to maintain that top of the pack leadership. They've been rolling in these top spots. The indivs are incredibly high, but interesting to see how Mexico approaches this race, since they had a pretty unfortunate last race. Nothing they could really do. I mean, France was just in Power on Electrodome, but this might be an opportunity to get the shock for Team Mexico. We see a couple Waluigis back there. I'm not sure who's chilling back there, but it's kind of a clusterfuck at this point. But
yeah, I think France definitely have like a perfect mix of people who are running and bagging, to be honest, just to make sure that Mexico just doesn't absolutely destroy them with a shock. Oh, there is a shock. I don't know who shock that was. There was only one person that dodged.
Yeah, shock coming through, and I mean, once again, Power's just cleaning up house, dude. Possibly an MVP trophy for him. He's doing a lot of stuff. He got rid of anyone who comes near him, and he has a bomb now, which is deadly.
Yeah, Power and Dax have a pretty big breakaway, but you're gonna see a lot of shrooms coming up.
Yeah, there's a blue shell coming into play though. This is pretty dangerous. They do have a big break, but the shock and the blue And Mexico
that's
is
a lot of
making their way
dodges.
up
That's
here.
3 bills dodging.
The 3 bills!
Wait, yeah, that's why I think it was a Mexico shock.
Yeah, that was. And, I mean, depending... I saw another Waluigi dodge, but this is going to be huge. Oh, no!
Yeah, chained reds, though.
YFM got taken down right after dodging, and France is going to pull through on this one. Nitro in third. Another risky back spam right there, but Cocote actually...
Yeah, it's 2-4 for Mexico or something.
Yeah. And we'll see how that unfolds, because... Ooh, okay.
2-4-5, yeah, bottom 3.
Yeah, but, I mean, in the sake of Mexico, not a terrible race. I mean,
yeah.
terrible because they got bottom 3, but, like, I mean, you'd expect
it could have
worse
been a
from
lot worse.
what happened after the shock.
Yeah, I mean, that was only minus 12. Mexico need a race, like, bad.
Yeah. Mexico's going to have to hype this up really quick.
They were definitely going to want to try to flip the switch on that last race, but...
And the France lead grows to, looks like 28 now.
More than that, I think.
It's 219 and 191 right now.
Oh yeah, it is 28. My bad.
Because they were only down, or they were only up by like 10 or something. But so the lead is sustainable for France, but overcomable for Mexico.
They really turned it around quick after that first race. So good on their part.
And I mean, Mexico just needs one really good race to just jump back into this. And I mean, seeing as how at the end of the Japan-France match, I mean, once France lost the lead for the first time, it seemed like it was really difficult for them to come back. So don't know if it was a mentality thing or just a Japan being that good kind of thing, but, you know, that could be possibly a shortcoming for them in the late game here. I mean, we're already almost halfway through, just about.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that, honestly.
Yeah, these things go by fast when you're watching.
Yeah,
like when you're playing, it feels like an eon, but honestly, we're snapping these through.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, France break with a pretty early top 2.
Mexico's goal right now is just going to have to be to take Power and Dam and you know, all those front runners out of the top spots, because it just seems like a hard wall to take down right now.
That's 2-3-4 for Mexico.
YFM is causing chaos.
Making plays.
Dude, YFN whipped it up like Cool Whip, dude. A blue shell in play too, so
yeah, France Power's gonna be holding that. Dam's still in first.
okay, but what does he do now? I mean, will France need the shock more than the blue will matter? I don't know. This is a weird combo of items.
Dam just got hit out of first.
I think they prioritized the shock more than the blue there. They just moved out of first, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
And a shock coming in play as well.
They kind of canceled blue though.
Yeah, that just kind of seemed like the blue didn't really matter. They wanted to get it out of the way, which is, you know,
they dodged too. Whoever dodged is gone.
Yeah, that is very likely. Seems like it's a friend's member, but it might be Dam. I don't know. But Mexico,
Core's the only Waluigi from Mexico, and you see him.
Mexico might be mostly bottom spots. Another blue coming into play. I don't know if it's going to do much. This is just because first place might have shrooms, but
this is like top 5. Oh, for Mexico.
Okay, that's still a really good race for France. That might be a +20, +30.
Yeah, that was a pretty.
That was that was big dong right there. And Dax is at 74 after what? 5 races? 6 races.
Yeah, well, Cocote was on 75 after 6 last 4, so...
Yeah, you're right, honestly. And Cocote has much less time playing the game. Less hours. But here we are. Damn, Dax, though. Dax is, like...
Yeah, Dax kind of going in right now. He was DMing me. He's like, yeah, we'll play good if I don't suck. He's definitely not sucking this match.
Dax said, we'll lose, or we'll win if we don't lose.
Yeah, basically.
Apparently. But that race, as hectic as it was, France was still able to coordinate and assume all of the top spots.
As soon as they pulled that shock, I was like, "Oh, this is bad for Mexico because the pack was so close."
And the lead is now 52 at half. But game is not over. We've seen crazier happen, and you know, the choke is always in play, and the comeback is always in play.
Yeah.
Cinderella still has her shoes, so I mean, this is where look at all Waluigi's.
Yeah,
Dude.
gross.
Jesus, man. Not Waluigi meta, dude. But here's where we see either. I mean, I wouldn't say the dagger, but the separation from France. If they get another big race like this, it might just be the dagger.
Yeah, if they get a huge race like that, it's kind of hard to not say it's the dagger already because I mean, Mexico have zero momentum at all.
Yeah, I mean that first race was so good, and then they just kind of, I guess, fizzled out. I mean, did they use all their greatness on the conservation of greatness? They just used all their energy on one race, and then we're like, damn it. But
yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, the pack is just a cluster right now, though. So I mean,
yeah,
if
it's
a Mexican
so
member
close.
can get into first, a Mexican member or two, we see top two possibly. But that'll be the start to bringing this one back.
I believe that's top 3 for Mexico, actually.
Yeah.
Cora's the only Waluigi on the standard bike. It looks like
Everyone hit the chain ball though, so that's fun.
Yeah, so I mean that's no good on Mexico's part.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
we can't really see who's where right now because of the double path. But Power's doing his job again, just trying to fight off the Mexicans, Reds. I guess. And yeah, that's YFM out of first, and this is big.
Yeah, I think he was holding a shroom in first. Nice fireballs by Mexico.
Definitely.
I think Damon Dragon pulling ahead though.
And we see a Mexican in first. I don't recognize who's that is.
Yeah, it's YFM
that for sure. Yeah, that's YFM getting back into first then because he got taken out. But the pack is tight, and it's gonna be if a shock is in play, it's gonna be the game changer. We see.
I'm pretty sure France is like 2 through 6 right now. Also.
Yeah. Dax is probably going to try to predict a shock, if any, but he has a star up in 5th, and the fireballs from Power are just brutal.
I mean, pack is so close to shock is really unlikely.
Yeah. And this should be a sailing race. First might get stolen almost. Maybe.
Yeah, Power might be able to make
possibly. Not quite. Maybe actually. No, that wasn't like.
No, that's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for France or something like that.
2 through 6
Yeah,
for
2
France.
through 6.
And the lead only grows at this point.
Yeah, YFM did a really good job to hold on to first.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of pressure when you've got the entire other team just breathing down your shirt.
Bunch of Cartler heads, but lead grows to probably about 70 now.
Yeah,
and
66. That was a plus 14 for France.
Plus 14?
Mm-hmm.
That seemed like way better, but I mean, I might be wrong. Either way, I mean...
Scholes, you can see a Street will come out. And DS, most likely.
Yeah.
Might as well.
You're kind of just stuck in the mud right now if you're Mexico, because France has all the momentum, and on paper, and as people would assume, they're the better team. But I mean, again, one good race could change everything, but we just need to see that.
Yeah, definitely. That's all that Mexico need. If they can get a race like their first race, they could easily do something with it.
Whatever they did that first race, they were like cheesing, but
they went in.
I just think they're getting in these top spots and they're getting good positions, but then they just lose them at the last second. I mean, not the last second, but I mean they don't finish off with those same spots, and it's like you gotta hold on like a nut, dude.
Yeah, the biggest thing that Mexico was doing was controlling the pack. I think France is outplaying them in the middle, and then they're kind of just. I would say if France is the strong. Okay, that was something, but I'd say that France is the stronger team in the front. Yeah. So I mean, the way that Mexico is going to win is in the middle, and then just gradually getting front. But I mean, if France is controlling the middle, they're able to let their runners just run wild. So.
Yeah, and also not. I mean, if they've been trying it all, I keep bringing it up, but I mean, the shock hasn't seemed to be coming into play at all.
No, there's only been a couple.
Yeah, and I mean that's just another factor eliminated from a comeback possibility. A blue coming out for France, but it was taken out nicely. Yeah, so.
Pyrax, I'm pretty sure actually horned. Oh no, Core's right here. Right. Yeah, he definitely horned the blue. Jules is triple res in second. Yeah.
Jules can try to get the first, but Okay. Okay. That's even better than stealing triple reds. Whatever, dude. Okay, go off. I don't believe it.
All right.
He avoided everything on the racetrack there, and he is.
Oh my god!
Lest a shock happens,
that lag trail actually hurts. Power should still be able to get a really good spot.
I'm glad I didn't say anything. I was gonna say lest anything happen, he gets first here, but the 2 stars, he's got to watch out for Dax, and he does not. So.
Drove right into Dax. That's Dax getting first again. I'm pretty sure.
Might be a good race for Mexico, low key. I see a lot of Roys up there, and a 2, 3, 4,
7, 10, 11. Slight win for France.
It's decent, but they need more.
Yeah, they need a thick boy race, like 26 or more right now.
But Jesus, yeah, that was Dax and Power are pulling the pack, 97 and 71 respectively. Like,
yeah, they're definitely putting the team on their shoulders right now.
I mean, you think about it. Like, if we hypothetically, if France ends up winning this, and they bring what they're showing right now to the Japan War, and they play like that the whole time, like they're playing well. They played well against Japan. That kind of went to shit, but like right now they're playing well. And if they can bring what their players are offering, like tomorrow morning, hypothetically, if they win, nothing's set in stone, but looking like it, then I mean, a good chance for a bracket reset. Because
that
a reminder,
good to see.
Yeah, a reminder. The winner of this match will go on to play Japan, but to win, when you exit the losers bracket, you have to win a first time to reset the bracket, and then win a second time to, the second game would be winner takes all. But so these two teams are looking to get to that stage, but it will be a long road ahead of them. So, anyways, we are entering DK Mountain, and I'm guessing
DK's very own jungle. Thank you. We're not playing Mario Kart Wii.
It's DK Mountain.
I get it. You still play Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah. But I'm a Weimer head. Here we are in DK Jungle. Clearly a pick from France, and they're looking to. Dragon's probably looking to just stay up there. He's the one in front now.
Yeah, Mexico might. Okay, this bomb probably is going to do some work.
Yeah, definitely.
Never mind. Pyrex pulled into third place.
All right, slow down, honestly, but don't slow down onto his forehead. Okay, or just bomb him.
I think Pyrex won't.
It looked like he tried to bomb his ass. I was like, okay, bad. But yeah, this top 3 is looking deadly right now, especially on this track. We've got Dragon, Power, and still Pyrex in third. Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico's probably gonna need a shock to break this.
Yeah, they will. Oh, Pyrex getting redded off the track though. So I mean, down to 2 up here, but still a dominant run right now, and looks like Canoso is in third, trying to make some plays happen. A Fire Flower might be good. Oh,
that was really good on it. He got
that was a nice play.
Sucks.
Yeah, the trail was good too.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mexico in the middle though. I think that's Mexico hard bagging for shock right now.
Yeah, but Mexico looking. I think they're in second, probably second, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh maybe. But I mean, it's too close to be sure. A bullet coming out for Power, if in case there's a shock, he could use it and prevent a big come up. But looks like 12th doesn't have anything. France making a come up there though.
Yeah. That's definitely at least top 2 for France. I'm not entirely sure where
coming through though, probably waiting on the line.
Lies.
Oh my god, this last turn, I swear. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Kote got bodied.
I was gonna get like first, and I got 7th, but still. Yeah, it was a really good race for France. That last turn was likely very deadly. But
I don't want to say it's over because mathematically it's not. But I mean,
yeah. Dax is on 106 after 9.
88 points to make up in 3 races against France is not going to be an easy order of business by any means.
And
they need like a plus 30 this race to actually like keep it realistically, keep them realistically in the match.
And I mean, I want to say it's possible because it happened race 1, but considering everything that's happened since, I don't know.
Well, yeah, and they actually need to win the race by 8 points this race to have a chance at drawing. And then to force the draw, they would need back-to-back top 6s, which so at a high level, I don't really think I've ever seen happen. Even
I don't think it's happened. No,
I've seen as far back to like 8U.
Yeah, I think one World Cup I casted a match where like the last 2 races there was a top 6 and then a top 4, like 8. I don't remember the teams, but I knew it won the match. So
it's USA versus France 2017. Thank you.
2017?
2017.
No shit.
I just distinctly remember it because Sketch was like, "Oh my god, top 6," and you were like 10 seconds behind.
Top 6. I remember.
Yeah.
Like a dunce cap, dude. Damn it. Yeah. I'm gonna find that cast.
But anyways, Mexico is they just have to get a big race. Otherwise,
so worst but best case scenario, they need to win this race by more than 8. So it still keeps them in contention, but it's like that's the worst you can do, really.
Yep.
And ideally, you get 3 top 4s. But
the likelihood of that happening doesn't seem like it's very big, I guess.
Yeah.
Because
not big at all.
Mexico, sure, they won the first race, but after that, they won one other race, and that was only by 2 points. So, I mean, France, after getting punched in the mouth right away, I mean, they seriously came out and were just like, yeah, I mean, we'll give you false hope, but we're also here to win. So
punch you in the mouth, but it's looking like, I mean, I could presume that France is top 2 with a huge breakaway up there.
And that's curtains if that stays.
Yeah, that's curtains if even one of them gets first, honestly.
Because Cora is the only Waluigi for Mexico, and you see him back in like 12th.
Yeah, that's top 2 for France, and the lead is too big. You need a shock if you're going to bring this one back at all.
Yeah.
No dodges in play, though, so it's not looking likely it's going to be about the luck here.
They're all in dodges right now, but I don't think they have shock. That kind of sucks.
The entire... Oh, Dax has triple reds, too. That could be red Kurt. Oh! Okay, sure. But yeah, that's looking like game right there. I mean, you've got plenty of French in the top spots. Yeah, Nitro's up there, too. That's a top 2-5, I think, for France. Okay, no, I lied. That's a top 4, 7-11. What a race by France, and that should be the red curtain right there.
Indeed it is.
Jeez, that was big.
That puts them up by 114 with two left. So mathematically, Mexico is unfortunately done. Their World Cup run has come to an end. Maybe we'll get to see a couple of good races for pride out of them. But I mean, their run is absolutely nothing to scoff at. I mean, I don't think anyone really expected them to go as far as they did. I mean, coming into this, I certainly did not.
Yeah, and did they, when in group stages, did they win their group, or did they how did
I believe they got second because France kind of slapped them around in the group game, so they came out as the second seed in the group. I believe they played Japan in winners first round. Japan. And then they
Japan,
dropped
USA.
Yeah, they dropped US. Who did they beat? Beat Germany, beat Spain. So I mean,
that's still a really good run. I am impressed by their resilience and
definitely
grace. But
especially playing kind of a weakened lineup, I guess you can say. Like they could put out better on paper, but I mean, for what they had to work with, it's just like it's incredible.
And they worked well with what they had to work with.
Definitely.
But yeah, Mexico will be taking third in the 2019 World Cup, and it is now up to France to shift the tide a little bit, because after this, tomorrow morning/afternoon, depending on where you are, France will play Japan in the grand finals. and look to reset that bracket and try to win it. But yeah, I mean, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. It's hopefully France keeps. I don't want to say they got all frantic and lost their composure or anything. GP3 against Japan today in the winners bracket final, but I mean they just can't like. They were up by a pretty decent amount, and they kind of just let the lead slip through their fingers.
Yeah,
and
right.
I mean, especially against a team like Japan, you can't let that happen. So, hopefully that just doesn't happen again, I guess.
And Japan just has this quality to them where, you know, like, I mean, if you're up on Japan going to the third GP, you get fucking stressed, dude. I mean, I think the US was up on them like 2 years ago in the winners finals. They lost on the last race, but like, I mean, just crumbling under the pressure. Japan has that intimidating quality, but this is looking to be an intense matchup coming up. As far as the race goes, I mean, you just got a friend room going on, honestly.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't really been paying too close attention.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure France is like
sounds.
Bottom 5 or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah. Shout out to France also. Second year in a row, they're making the World Cup final, tying.
I thought they just gave Mexico a top 6.
Mexico, where was that? 4 races ago.
Mexico, where was that race too? Oh no.
God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Pride races. That's all that matters.
That Mexican pride. Dax at 117. Damn.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So apparently, according to people talking in the group chat or the Twitch chat, the grand finals match is scheduled for tomorrow at 11 Eastern.
So yeah, obviously
that's the plan. It was either going to be 7 or 8. I mean, not 7 or 8, 11 or 10 Eastern, depending on who joined Japan in the grand finals. But it's looking like an 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time start time, and that'll be us on the mic. I'm pretty sure.
To my knowledge, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Probably double check with Rookie again, but
yeah, we'll double check this. But I mean, we are down to our final 2 teams.
Rookie says yes, so you'll get to listen to me and Kevin again.
Yeah, dude.
Don't worry, it's only 1, maybe 2 more hours. I know for people who have been here all day, you've been listening to us like 90% of the day.
As far as they're concerned, they're gonna have to be stuck with like 3 hours of us because the first match will tie, the second match will
tie.
Yeah. Don't worry, it'll be enough. But I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah,
it'll be
really excited. I think. I mean, if this is the year that Japan's gonna lose, I think it's it not to be like try to be like biased or anything, but it is time for a new champion.
that would be big.
That would be huge. I would love to see it.
I think all of the internet will break if a non-Japan team wins this. If France is able to pull this out, they will never stop talking about it.
No, they're gonna take that to the grave. It's like Cubs fans in their 2016 World Series.
Honestly, it's gonna be Yankees in the 27 rings, dude. Yes. Nah, but like the entire France lineup is gonna have 2019 World Cup champions over Japan tattooed on their grave.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be something. But
yeah, I mean, think the key for them in that match is going to be keeping a level head. Sometimes some people on the French team tend to get a little animated.
There can be tilt involved. To be honest, but good job, France. France got a big win there on that race.
France was just like, your pride race, lol. You see Canosa coming out with the 105, even though
high key
kind of got bodied. But anyways, congratulations to Mexico on the 3rd place finish. The run was actually fantastic to watch. And France
Cora pulling out that dub.
Yeah, definitely.
Really nicely played by France. Dax Power and the boys. They pulled through, and if they can bring that energy tomorrow morning, afternoon, then we've got a good grand finals ahead of us.
Yeah. I don't know if Rookie wants us to ask around for interviews or anything. I could definitely get people from France, I think, but I don't know anybody from the Mexican team.
Yeah.
I could ask
And whatever wants to
Dax
happen, I
or
hear.
Power.
I can. Okay, you don't need to worry about France, I guess. If Dax responds in a timely manner.
Yeah. People are saying should ask Cora from the Mexican team.
Cora.
Ooh.
All right. NTC.
But yeah, I mean,
okay.
geez, dude.
Yeah, Dax is going to. I don't know if he's in the server or not. I would assume he is.
No balls. Drop him in. Okay, but damn, we got a lot done today. Jeez.
Yeah, I am exhausted. To be honest,
that,
do you have an
6 matches?
invite link for the server? No, I got one. Never mind. Don't worry about it, Cinda. And I'll ask Power since they were. What's that? Welcome.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Thanks.
What the hell, dog?
All right. So, is there any other French boys that we should talk to?
Yeah, do they do that too?
Power?
Everyone does, dude.
All right.
Oh
Well.
my god.
All right. I want to know personally. Were you guys shook after the first race? Was it kind of like a holy shit moment? Because Mexico kind of came out and bodied you guys that first race,
They
but
tattooed
you
guys'
guys
faces right away.
You guys
but
definitely fought back, to say the least. Since you won by like 100.
Well, to be fair, after the first race, we are not like super upset or disgusted or anything. We just pointed what was wrong because we are not really into the match yet, like so far.
Mm-hmm.
So we just said, alright, well, we don't communicate enough. We need to be more in the front. We need to stay in the front a bit more and not go bagging like super early and stuff. And we just applied what we said and it went pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, y'all got in the front really quick too. I mean, 3 tie races almost. Like you guys were sticking up there, and you and Power were chilling there for like 3-4 races in a row. I was like, okay, bet, but
yeah, kinda. Well, we just
and,
decided to play it in the front, basically.
Yeah, and one thing that was that kind of ultimately led to Mexico getting to the losers finals was their control in the middle of the park, really. What I did notice is that when you guys did hold your top spots, your guys in the back were just like constantly just bodying Mexico into the back.
Going off.
So I mean, you guys kind of just like stacked like 20-point wins like 4 or 5 races in a row and kind of shut the door on them really fast.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was really good on your guys' part.
Well, like I think a proper example of our strategy was on Cheeseland. Basically on Cheeseland we had shock since early lap 2, and we are like top 3 gone, and we decided not to shock like super early. We just decided to let them like fall far behind in the back. And in the end, we decided to shock. Like we basically made them waste like every dodge item they had, so they had nothing to dodge with because they also had the shock. And they ended up shocking without dodging anyone from their team. And after that, they got another shock. But considering they couldn't really dodge the first one, when they came out of their dodges, they had like no items, so we just took them out.
Yeah,
just
I did notice that actually. The lap 2 shock on Cheeseland, there was like one person that dodged in the room,
yeah,
which
it
is
was their
surprising, especially for
That
a
that had
Cheeseland
me
shock.
that had me shook, honestly. But
Yeah,
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 we tried to control
obviously-
the pack a lot, basically.
yeah, you guys did a really good job at that.
you gave Mexico a taste of their own medicine. Because I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
like
So
a thing
obviously
we've
you
been
guys-
saying about like Mexico and Spain and some of those teams is like, you know, they're not the biggest names on paper, but they're just everywhere in the pack. So they're like
Yeah.
in the front, they're in the back, and then they're just like screwing shit up in the middle. And I mean, like, y'all kind of
Yeah.
did that to Mexico. You fed them by spoon their own medicine. So I mean, big plays,
Mhm.
big plays.
Yeah, so you guys obviously played really well today. I mean, you almost held on to the winners finals match against Japan. Obviously beat Mexico very convincingly. How confident from like a team standpoint are you guys going into tomorrow's match, especially from the losers bracket side? Because sure, you can say, "Oh yeah, well all we need to do is win one, and then if we win the second one, it's ours." But we're talking about Japan, so easier said than done.
Yeah. Well, no. What's a bit disappointing is that we could have won earlier, but I just really shat my pants. Basically, I was playing super bad. Like I was playing like super trash today between Germany and Japan. I was just doing really bad. So I think if I was a bit more focused, we could have won. But again, we can't know. But as of tomorrow, what's going to be really tough is the first match. If we manage to win the first game, it should be a bit easier in the second game. We noticed that Japan was a bit stressed in the match day against us because we screamed against them like 3 times this week. And basically, their strategy is just to send a lot of people bagging super quick, and they did not do that against us for whatever reason. And we managed to get a lot of advantage from that. If they just decided to stick to their like usual strategies, they would have beaten us like much more easier. But they decided not to for whatever reason, and so we're doing like a lot of like individual mistakes. For example, on TikTok, like Page fell off in first. Well, like I mean, he has world record, so it's a bit unusual. But like it was a lot of individual mistake from Japan.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think if we manage to take one game tomorrow, we can probably take 2 games.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it's gonna be super hard. Obviously.
You guys seem to know plenty now. I mean, you guys have played Japan like plenty of times in the past couple days. You guys seem to be pretty familiar with how they play, and I mean, Japan probably knows a shit ton about how you guys are playing now. So it's gonna be a good match. I'm excited. I mean, that first match for you guys at least will be the hump that you need to get over. But I mean, y'all have the chance to finally take the trophy back, or take the trophy. Period.
Take the trophy. Period.
Yeah.
No one's taking the trophy back when Japan's won the World Cup every single time it's ran. But
I hope we can win. Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be nice to see somebody new, but I mean, it's a tall order for you guys, especially coming from the loser side. Kevin, do you have anything to add?
I've got nothing. I think tomorrow's gonna be big.
Dax, do you have any final words?
Everyone deserves to sleep now.
Yeah.
Not really. I think I basically resume the match and the situation, I guess.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to watching you guys in the final tomorrow. Yeah.
Let's hope we can win.
To you. Best of luck to you and your teammates.
Thanks,
boys.
Yeah. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes talking to us.
Thanks for interviewing me, and see you.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care. You deserve to sleep now. So, yeah, he's gone. He's hitting his head on his pillow now. So.
Yeah. Cinda, do you have anyone from Mexico that's trying to interview or no? No. I don't have any connections to any of the Mexican players, so I'm at loss here.
Yeah, I mean,
just lucky I knew some French people. But
French people.
Yeah, I'm not entirely. I don't think we're gonna get a Mexican interview on here. So I do believe, for the time being, this is gonna be all from myself and Kevin.
Oh no.
We're definitely going to be back here tomorrow. Remember it. Put it in your calendar.
Indeed.
11 Eastern. 5 CDT,
11
whatever
yeah.
time zone that is.
11
in
11
Europe.
a.m. Eastern Coast, US, and then 5 in Europe, where you guys are. So
Yeah, definitely. So
we should. You want to drop our Twitters because we'll be tweeting about it. We'll be
yeah.
giving the tea.
All right. So if you want to follow your boy, some hot takes on sports and
yeah.
some Final Fantasy reviews, you can follow at FluCX on
Flu
Twitter.
_CX.
FLU_CX.
All right.
And if you want to follow the man, the myth, the legend, for some more hot sports takes, you follow at the real Kevin Warnick.
At
on
the
Twitter.
Kevin Warnick. We'll be tweeting in the morning tomorrow. We'll let you guys know what's going on. But for now,
definitely. And yeah, I just want to shout out all the casters today. She Guy Squids, Rod Bounty. Obviously, myself and Kevin were around for the majority of the day. Everyone did a fantastic job. Shout out to Cinda for sitting here for 8 hours running the stream. Without him, the stream doesn't even happen.
It's been exactly 8 hours. We've been up for 8 hours.
Yeah, and so, definitely shout out to everyone who tuned in at all today. Viewership is very important for us. So I mean,
Pay Cinda.
But I definitely hope to see all you guys here tomorrow. Just one more time, 11 Eastern, 5 in Europe. I don't know if that's like France and Germany or England.
Yeah.
CDT.
We'll be here.
There we go.
We'll be here bright and early in the morning, nice and fresh in the afternoon. So we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Take care, everybody.